Hi guys, welcome to TTTKO. You're here with T-Bone the Squid and our special guest, the Yak. I'm the Squid.
I am T-Bone.
And I guess that makes me the yak.
All right, guys, we are here debating to be a superhero or not, or whatever you want to call it. Basically, there's a lot of questions out there about Batman, Iron Man, and even the Ghostbusters on whether or not these guys are superheroes. And since we got the Yak here, he's gonna be siding with Batman, Iron Man, and Ghostbusters as superheroes.
And I am decidedly against the idea of them as superheroes.
I'm just gonna kind of maintain middle ground here, try to instigate some good debate questions. But first of all, first and foremost, let's try to get this out of the way. For sake of argument and time, we're gonna go ahead and agree that Batman, Iron Man, and Ghostbusters are gonna be grouped together, no matter if you think they're gonna be superheroes or if you think they're not. They're gonna be on the same side either way. Are we good with that, guys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fine.
Okay. All right. Yak, you're the new guy, so what I'm going to ask you this first, Matt. You can rebuttal on your own. What makes someone a superhero to you?
Well, I think a superhero is somebody who goes above and beyond what a regular person would do or be. So, I mean, some people would say that a superhero would need superpowers, but I'm saying that you don't need powers to be a hero, and you don't need powers to be a superhero, if you get what I'm saying.
See, here's the thing. I agree that you don't need, special powers to be a hero. But in my mind, I've always thought of superhero, it's like a person, or I guess you could say like an entity, because I want to be able to include someone like Superman, a person or entity that has powers that are beyond, the regular human capacity. So it's not just that they go above and beyond the Call of Duty, but like physically, physiologically, there is like an actual difference. They have powers or abilities that other people lack, and they use those powers for good.
All right, but Matt, like me and you have talked about this before. Do you view Green Lantern as a superhero?
Green Lantern can be a superhero.
Well,
I
it's like a
think.
cop out. He either is or
No,
he
no, no.
isn't.
Okay. Well, no. See, I don't
When
necessarily.
he's wearing the ring, is he a superhero?
When he's wearing the ring, yes, because he has powers that a normal human being doesn't, and he uses those powers for good.
Okay.
But when he's not wearing the ring, I mean, he's just some dude.
Well, here's the thing. When he's wearing the ring, he's using like a magic to make himself a superhero, right?
So,
Well, you could argue.
I mean, Superman is an alien, but we would still consider him to be a
Yeah, no, but
superhero.
I'm just saying.
But his
But
powers are average for
Matt,
people from Krypton.
I'm just saying that that Green Lantern uses a device to make himself have superpowers, and you could argue that like Iron Man and Batman and even the
So wait,
Ghostbusters are using a power or using technology that is like not real life available to give
so
themselves a superpower.
quick question. Are
Okay.
you are you arguing for Travis right now, or what's happening,
I'm
moderator?
I'm actually arguing for yeah, I'm arguing for Travis. But
Woo!
but I'll tell
He's
you
on my
this.
side.
But I'm actually arguing against Green Lantern being a superhero. I'm not actually really choosing a side overall. I just don't think Green Lantern is a superhero.
I think that Green Lantern is a conditional superhero.
Well, but your
I know that's
conditions, I'm just saying your conditions would also make Batman, Iron Man, and
no,
Ghostbusters a
absolutely
conditional.
not.
Yes, because
Because Batman's gadget belt doesn't give him powers that a normal human
um
lacks.
yeah, like flight or the ability not to die
He
when
doesn't
falling.
really he
Oh,
doesn't fly, he falls with style.
okay, this is Toy Story all of a sudden. Um,
Well,
or
it's tr
he has the the gun that can like lift himself up a building. That makes him
okay, so
something
like
that
a
a
little
human can't
grappling
do.
gun
You
thing.
can tell me Iron Man can fly with his suit? I'm
What
totally
do you mean?
dominating Travis's thing, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I know.
Well,
What are you
well,
doing? Let Travis jump in here.
here's my argument that I wanted to actually bring to the table was that, you know, it's not like people can just go out to the store and buy all these gadgets. You know, Batman made all his things.
Well, he
Iron Man made his suit. The Ghostbusters made the proton packs and everything. They know how to use these things. It's not like you can buy these things at a store and it comes with an instruction manual and anybody can use them. They made these things. They've used them for years and they've shown that they're quite efficient at using them to fight crime and paranormal enemies or what have you.
No, and I understand that, but I mean, okay, if I invent something, if I build something, does that automatically make me a superhero if I use it for good?
Well,
I'm
you could be a supervillain too if you used it for evil.
I just don't see how, like, okay, so they made their stuff, big deal. Like someone else could have made it too, but if they're using it,
Yo,
that still
you
doesn't.
really gonna say that somebody else could make the Iron Man suit,
Okay, maybe not that, but I'm just saying, like,
or
okay, they're
somebody else is
smart
gonna
enough
make
to build.
the? I
Just
I
because
just think you're saying that someone else can do it is not a genuine argument in this
Okay,
situation.
well then how about this? How about this? Just because they are smart enough to build these gadgets or whatever, that doesn't mean that they're somehow superheroes. Like I just don't see how that makes them superheroes just because they're really smart.
I don't have an argument against that. I'm just saying that if you're gonna call Green Lantern a superhero when he's wearing a ring, using a device to make himself a superhero, if you're gonna say that, then you need to include Batman, Iron Man, and
No,
Ghostbusters in the
I
same.
disagree because the devices are totally different.
Well,
The
how are they
ring
different?
the ring has magical powers.
And oh,
The others
magic,
are all
Matt? Magic makes this whole
Oh,
different?
magic.
I, but I'm just saying, like, okay, Batman's gadgets and the Ghostbusters proton packs, those are based on, well, not real science, but they're based on the science within the universe of their respective
Really?
comics or
Ghost
cartoons.
busting? You're basing this on science, Matt? Crossing
Hey,
photon
no, I did not
lasers to
say,
send
I
him
did
to a
not
different
say,
dimension
I didn't say
based
real
on
life science. I
science.
said the science within the universe of the comic or cartoon.
Well,
That is what I
but
said.
technically, the Green Lantern's ring was forged by the Guardians of the Universe in the science in that universe.
And you don't feel, see, you don't feel that there's somehow some sort. Okay, so what you're saying is that if a ring is forged by people and it grants someone powers, that's based on science and not something supernatural.
In that
Well,
universe is all I'm
See,
saying.
to me, that's not science. That's still
But
there's still
ghost
an element
busting
of
is
supernatural.
science in that universe?
Did I ever say that? That's not what I said.
Yes, it was. You said it's
No, I
science.
said that the proton packs, not that they're not the actual act of ghost busting, and that has to do with all sorts of paranormal shit that I don't. I mean, I
But
don't think you
they
quite
cross
call.
those little proton packs and like send them to a different dimension is what I'm saying. All right. Well, let me ask a different question. All right, Matt. You guys both know Dragon Ball Z, right?
Yes.
Somewhat, yeah.
Krillin, he can fly. He uses his powers for good. Is he a superhero?
Which one's Krillin?
He's the little bald guy. He's
Little
the
bald.
yeah. He's not really strong. I mean, he's like he can fight and he can like shoot energy blasts, but he's he does all his work for good. But
But see,
he shares the same characteristics as a lot of superheroes.
that's well. Here's what I would say. I would say that he is not a superhero because in the Dragon Ball Z universe, the stuff he can do isn't that uncommon. There's a bunch of people that can do all that same
Actually,
stuff.
no, there's not. It's based in the normal world. There's just like still
There's always dudes like flying around and
like
standing around
like
and
the
yelling
same
at each
20
other for
guys.
3
The same 20
episodes.
guys. What I'm just saying.
Well,
Well,
he's a member of the Z Warriors, and they're all like a superhero team together. They fight, evil.
I guess I didn't know that it was actually supposed to be set in the real world. I thought it was like a totally different, because don't people like die and they go to like ghost planets and then all this weird shit happens. I don't remember my Dragon Ball Z very well.
Yeah, that sort of thing happens all the time.
I just know there's lots of standing around and yelling.
I
and
mean,
then
Matt,
not
you've
much
never tried to
happening.
collect Dragon Balls? What's wrong with you?
Sorry, gosh. It's not what I spend my free time doing.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I do it all the time.
All right. All right. All right.
I think
Closing
Travis is
statements.
pretty good. Travis, go ahead.
Well, I'm going to just say that I believe that the Ghostbusters and Batman and Iron Man are superheroes, because they have the ability to make these devices that they use to fight crime and everything. And I believe that being smart and having smarts is in itself a superpower.
And obviously, I'm going to disagree with that. I don't think that merely the ability to create an invention, I don't think that somehow grants you superhero status.
All right.
So,
Well, I'm going to agree with Matt, but I don't think Green Lantern's a superhero. So I'm sorry, Travis, but
Wow.
oh.
All right, that's it for this episode. We'd like to thank Yak for being a part of it, and we'd love your questions and your feedback. So hit us up at tt.tko.me@gmail.com.